I don't know. Let's check it out. Refresh that. Refresh this. Cross the fingers. See if I showed up in the right spot. Check the volume. I'm a little early, but we'll see what's going on. It's too bad I can't hook my mics up. It's just using the computer mic, believe it or not. It's okay, and it's a boomy room. We have a huge, really high ceiling here. So, but at our next place, we'll see. But at our next place, it might not be, it might not be so big. So it was, not that I'm complaining about anything. What's up, guys? I hope everyone has a super amazing day. We're a little bit early, so I don't know what to say. I guess I better put it in the description box. I better put Johnny Depp and Amber Heard in the description box. One sec. And we'll look at their readings in a second. We'll get to their readings in a minute. As mostly always, there will be timestamps in the description box. Let's put them right there. And we'll go right here and clean it up a little bit. And we'll look at it. You know what's been going on? Depp, D-E-P-P. I guess I spelled it wrong, right? Okay. Let's put them right here. One sec, I'm just cleaning the description box up, guys. All right, that's there. Johnny Depp is with 2 P's. Save all of that. See what's going on. Hey, Wing One, what's up? And hey, Janice, and hey, Elizabeth. Hey, Wing One, I haven't been listening to it. Because, I sit here, right? Because I'm writing the horoscopes, and I sit here, and SLC might be over there, and she might be studying or writing or doing something, and she usually watches all that stuff. And today SLC said, hey, should we watch, because she likes SLC, she said, should we watch the Johnny Depp trial, or like put it on in the background? And because we listened to a bunch of the other trials in the last couple of years in the background. But it's only today, so it's only today I started looking at it, and I haven't looked at it like at all. I don't really know what's going on. It's I don't know what's going on. I've been watching the basketball, and honestly, today I didn't get a chance to listen to it. I got my license. I got my American driver's license today. Hey, go Sunny! So I was like, what did I do today? I was sitting here before I came online, and I'm like, oh man, I didn't finish the horoscopes. What did you do today, Sunny? And I'm like, oh man, I didn't get much. I didn't do anything. I'm like, oh man, I was really gonna scold myself for having a not a very productive day. And then I remembered I spent half the day going to get my driver's license. So I got that, and we're still looking for a place. And anyway, so I didn't see any of the Johnny Depp. So I didn't see any of the Johnny Depp stuff, but I'm not sure. And I'm purposely not reading the chat, right? Because you guys are going to influence me. So I'm just going to tell you what I know first, and then I'm going to read it, and I'll be like, oh my God, did he really do that, or did she really do that? And it's going to influence the reading, which is fine, but because you're just reading for fun. But I don't know what's going on. I heard that Johnny Depp, something is going on with him. He doesn't he had an argument with that girl, and then, but this thing I was looking at today is Johnny Depp is suing her. So I'm not sure what's going on. I'm really not sure what's going on. I did hear that he was abused, or his mom was abusive or something. I didn't know any about that stuff. But all right, let's see what's going on. Okay, let's see what's going on. So now I'm gonna look. So now you guys can corrupt me. What's going on, Wing One? Let me see. And hey, Dr. P, what's up? Elizabeth is in the house. We did his chart last Gemini season. I can't remember. I pulled it up again. Hey, Erica, what's up? And yeah, I have no idea what's going on. Oh, thanks, guys. Yeah. Well, hey, Smith, what's up? I hope you're having a super, super, super amazing day. All right. He sued her and she countersued. Hey, Julie, what's up? So I didn't look at the charts yet. We might have looked at, Wing One says we looked at Johnny Depp's chart before, which is pretty cool, because he's a pretty cool guy. But, well, I think he's a pretty cool guy. I never really, it's not like following Johnny Depp is like, no, I'm a really, I've been following the basketball. Oh, we did it when we did Bob Dylan. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that, because it was fun. Is that we did Johnny Depp as well, huh? Hey, Michelle, what's up? I hope you're having a super amazing day. Yeah, I remember doing Bob Dylan. So I didn't put them on top 4. Like, I just pulled it up. I was like, all right, let's go see what's going on with this guy. Let's go see what's going on with these two. So I didn't formally pull it up yet. We'll do it together. But I did. I was like, because I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I had a little peek at his numbers, and then I had a little peek at her numbers. But we'll look at it together. And I'm like, I'm like, seriously, I was peeking at the numbers, and I'm like, I don't even see how these guys got married. But like, whatever. I mean, I could take like in depth. I could like look at the numbers, but I did. I just took a peek. All right, here we go. All right. Hey, Priestess, what's up? I hope you're having a super, super amazing night. Drive safe. Wow, before we get to all that Johnny Depp stuff, his Priestess is in the house here. And, Wing One's a water sign as well. Guys, how is everyone doing? What the hell's going on with my camera? How is everyone doing before we get down to it? There's, and I don't know what this Stream Elements deal thing is all about. It sounds like, well, honestly, I only heard a couple of minutes of it, and just in passing, and I didn't actually, because I was busy this morning. All right. Oh, he went to rehab. That's so good. Can we talk about that for a sec? We'll get to Johnny Depp in a sec. You know what it's like here. I put a topic out, and the next thing you know, we talk about something. So this really interests me, what he is going through, because I'm a Cancer, right? And Dr. P's I'm a Scorpio. Dr. P's a Cancer. Priestess is a Pisces. Dr. P is a Pisces. Wing One is Cancer. And so I'm curious, right, with all this, so I want to know what's going on, right? Plus a bunch of Tauruses, Jasmine, Audrey are Tauruses, and the Aquarians, SLC's mom's an Aquarius and she passed away, and, Angelica's an Aquarian, and anyways, whatever. So as we're cruising along, so everyone, hey Jennifer, what's up? So everyone, take a deep breath. Okay. There's we just have to make it to Monday. We just have to make it to Monday. And each of us is going through our own little trip. And guys, after I finish the horoscopes tomorrow, I'm going to start putting that stuff up on the website to see if you guys can get it to you guys, or maybe I'll just figure out a way, because there's some stuff I want to get to the old class. There's some, because different, like because Jish is doing that thing for us, and and Lexus likes to know stuff, and memes and everybody. So, and Roma. So there's some stuff I want to send out to the class, but whatever. Let's move on. So, hey, that's bloody. Okay. So before I get overly sidetracked, let's get back to it. So, because I'm going through it right now, and what I'm going through should be super relevant to what everybody else to when you guys go through it. And I'm going through a situation where, and Scorpios are going through a situation where the South Node is going through Scorpio. Now, on the plus side, the South Node likes Scorpio, so that's okay. The South Node likes hard work. The South Node likes to take it easy. The South Node gets pretty intense. The South Node does a lot of, absorbing energies from around it. The South Node absorbs a lot of energy. A lot of energy enters your chart in the South Node, but it's also a hole. So if you're not taking care and you're not nurturing your South Node, then you're going to have a problem. On the plus side, Scorpio is the sign of taking care of other people's stuff, hence the most jealous sign. Not most possessive, most jealous. So South Node in Scorpios is okay. It's okay. So Scorpios should, be okay. But there's more to what's going on than just the South Node cruising through and wiping out Scorpios. Now, the opposite side of that is Taurus. And Taurus has the North Node. And the North Node actually likes Aquarius, which squares Taurus. But having said that, Taurus is okay. Taurus is going through a situation where they should be looking. See, this is an identity thing, right? We're talking passing over Scorpio's sun, passing through Scorpio's first house, or passing through whatever house Scorpio rules for you guys. We'll talk about that a little in a sec. Or whatever the first house is for wherever the North Node is passing for you guys right now, which just happens to be in Taurus. And the North Node is going to inflate everything. It's going to give pie in the sky ideals. So it's a very good time for Taurus publicity. Listen to this. Check this out. You guys know, we're always going on and on and on about how Venus in the first house. Like Pisces has Venus in the first house right now. And all I'm writing about is how Pisces is attracting. It's so much fun. Hey, hold on a sec. Let me get what's going on. I'll get to you guys in a sec. And so that's Venus. And you guys know what Venus does. And you guys know what Jupiter does. It blows it up. So like Pisces watch for gaining weight. Pisces are super attracting. Pisces are super lucky. But Neptune is there as well. So it's not just Venus or just Jupiter blowing it up. But Pisces is being blown up in a really attractive, solid, hey, I'm Pisces, give me the gig kind of way. And it's based upon their looks, their identity, and the strength and conviction of their ego. Remember, life is about who has the strongest frames. And so that's the action. But I'm not really talking about Pisces here, because everybody knows, oh, Venus is in Pisces. That means for like Aquarius, money is good. Capricorn's going to get a car. And, and Aries are going to be reclusive. Secret love affairs for Aries. Everybody knows that. Now imagine all of that, all of the good that's happening to Pisces. Imagine that is the potential, depending on what planets are in, around Taurus in your chart. And but all of that fantastic potential is what's it's waiting right now for Taurus. And I don't think the North Node particularly likes the sun. I'm not sure, but that's what's going on. And so, hey Annie, what's up? I hope you're having an amazing day. And so for Taurus, or wherever Taurus is in your chart, there's, wherever Taurus is in your charts. For Aries, it's a money thing, and et cetera, et cetera. You have the potential for something really good, very similar to what's happening to Pisces right now. And that's what's going on at the North Node. However, there's a but to all of this. The but is it's a little inflated and not necessarily grounded in reality. So a lot of the success that the Tauruses are having right now, or all of the stuff that's that Taurus is attracting right now, or what's moving towards Taurus, is not necessarily real. Or not that it's not real, it might not necessarily be sustainable. So you have to watch out. It's not that you have to watch out, you have to create that sustainability with that North Node transiting through your first house, or wherever the North Node is transiting in Taurus, wherever Taurus is in your chart. You have to create the sustainability for that good thing. Whereas Pisces right now, it's attracting. Like it's there. You attract the cup, it's there. So it's different. But I'm just telling you all that stuff so you guys can get an idea, a gist of what's the North Node vibe is going on with Taurus. So getting back to P right now, in the Scorpio going through rehab, it's dissolving who they are. Good. So we just talked about Taurus. I would say Taurus is like lighting it up like Pisces, but you have to tie it into reality so that you can sustain it. The other side, Scorpio, once again, is dissolving, right? And it's dissolving this thing, it doesn't have to be put back together. That's the thing. So some guys under this transit will dissolve and just dissolve. Blah. They're gone. Bye. Peace out. But some will dissolve and come back together. And when you come, because, it's the South Node. And so when it comes back together, not today, when it comes back together, then it's going to, then we'll have to see what's created or what's left when it comes back together. Hey, Jaylynne, what's up? And hey, Kels, hope you're having an amazing day. Hey, Taurus is your moon, Scorpio is your sun. So, yeah, so this is really important for you guys. Hey, Jackie, what's up? Yeah, so this is important, guys. And so wherever the Taurus is right now in your chart is going to be inflated positively. Perhaps, okay, perhaps, right? Again, perhaps, depending on what you have in Taurus. You can't have like a guy standing there like, what? So, perhaps, from many of you, perhaps. Same with the Scorpio thing, perhaps. There's a little bit more to this story that's happening right now, so everybody hang tight. Yeah, Dr. P is going through the node return. Okay, so here we go. So once again, the Scorpio is dissolving. Taurus is inflated and it has to be grounded. Scorpio is dissolving, has to come back to life. And so that's a deal. And that's a node thing, not necessarily a Scorpio thing. However, it's a node thing that's completely harmonious with the Scorpio thing, which is kind of good. Okay, now, so what's the deal with all this? Like, why is this such a big deal, Sonny? You weren't like freaking out when Sagittarius was going through it. You were probably like, ah! Or like, you didn't say much when Gemini was going through it. You were like, ah! So what the hell, Sonny? Oh, those are all good questions, man. So the deal is the Saturn is squaring the nodes right now. And before we get into hey, Sage, what's up? Before we get into, thanks, Annie. Before we get into the good or bad of anything, okay, before we get into the good or bad or anything, I just want to say 1 second about the importance of what a square is. Hey, Kels. And so, now, a square, in addition to all the other stuff, right? I'm trying not to be too heavy ominous about this because a Saturn square the nodes is a bad transit. It's a very bad transit. And it's because you could look around, like just look around and see the bad stuff. You could obvious this is a bad transit. And although we're almost out of it in the next couple of days, by Monday or Tuesday, we'll be out of it. It'll be a separating aspect. Anyways, let's continue. So, but this isn't that rare of an aspect. It does happen. It happens fairly often. Saturn does bump into the nodes, and you have to watch out for it. So there is a problem. Okay, so here we go. So what does a square mean? So here's how the cycle works. Trying to hypnotize Pisces here. Thanks, Annie. Okay, so how the cycle works like this. You have the beginning, right? So, and we're going to just say moon. You have the new moon, and then as it fans out, right, as the moon fans out, it makes these different aspects to the origin. And, as it's cruising along, forget the moon. I'm just using the moon as an example, okay? Everybody cool? Okay. Or forget the moon. We're just talking about an aspect. The thing begins here, so to speak. Like it might begin here, it might begin here, it might begin here, but let's say it's like this. Because remember, where it begins is where it begins. Just like if you start something under Mercury retrograde, it's always going to have some kind of event during Mercury retrograde. For better or for worse, that Mercury retrograde is a timing. So for better or for worse, the angle is timed angle. Whatever, man. Let's get back to it. So when we get to the square, when we get there, it's time to make a decision. Because, the square, when we look at it astrologically on the chart, astrologers will say things like, do you put the energy moving forward to, let's say, in this example, the north node, or do you put the energy moving backwards to, say, the south node? Because it's Saturn. you only have so much energy and effort to give, and Saturn is hard work, and Saturn is taking away. It's not like Venus, who am I going to go sleep with tonight, the new guy or the old guy? It's not Venus. It's not Mercury. Oh, who should I talk to? Who should I go bullshit today? It's, it's not that. It's Saturn. It's like, who am I going to go help dig a ditch today with? You can't really do a lot of it. So, and that's where we are right now. We're at that square. And so it's looking forward or looking back. And it's kind of like, and so the notes kind of represent your dreams to some extent, kind of what you're here in this world to do, or what you want to accomplish in this. One of the things you want to accomplish in this world, or in not necessarily, I don't actually look at the notes as what, I kind of look at the notes as how you're going to go about accomplishing whatever you're going to accomplish. And so it's important. Anyways, let's say it again. So let's just say it's your destiny. Let's just say it's your future. It's your destiny, where you have to put your energy, even though you do or you don't. It's up to you. And so at the square right now, Saturn, which is not the best, the happiest camper in the world, it's trying to get us to put our energy somewhere. So that's where it is. And I'll give you a really simple kind of thing, really simple. So it is, and I'm telling you guys all of this, and I'm harping on this because I'm specifically going through certain transits here. The nodes are right. Oh, my nodes are so itchy, man. My skin is drying out. Anyways, we want it. The south node is directly on top of my sun right now, and Saturn in Aquarius is directly squaring my sun right now. And Saturn is going to go retrograde and come back. On the plus side, I haven't had a heart attack yet, so that's pretty good. Although we have had some difficult things in the family. And moreover than that, let's stick to how I'm describing it for you guys. So let's look at Saturn, and you only have so many, you only have so many hands on a clock, so to speak. You only have so many inches in that. Anyways, and so what happens is, using Saturn as an example in my day, on one hand, I kind of have to write the horoscopes, right? On the other hand, we're kind of, we're looking for a place to live. On the other hand, we're like, gotta pack. At the same time, I gotta do my work. But then I had to do some South Node stuff too. I had to go get my license because that's got to get done. And there's, I have to come online. I'm an hour late. And so that's cross between, Saturn cross between the South Node, Saturn, Chronos, time, where, where I could put my time. And that's what it was. It's, I am still waiting for a heart attack. I am, I'm still waiting for all the screwy stuff to happen physically as per the nodes and as per Saturn squaring the sun. But it hasn't quite happened. It hasn't quite played out like that yet. It's been more along the lines of, where am I going to put my hard work? Well, I didn't go to the gym today, right? So there's a thing. It's a big deal in my life. I didn't go to the gym. So I barely wrote the horoscopes today. Only first 2 signs. Only got to Taurus today. And so that's what's going on. So I would imagine that that's something that many of you guys are going through as well. And depending on where it's happening in your chart. So that's what's going on with that kind of thing. And that's the big energy for the weekend. And in addition to that, the other big energy, the moon, it's going to be in fun Aquarius, but it's going to cross Saturn. So it's going to be a bit of a bumpy moon. So anyways, that's the deal with all of that stuff going on. Annie, you're having a hard time? I wonder what's going on. All right, what else? What's going on with you guys? What did you say about P and the roommate? I missed it. I didn't want to look at the chat because I was okay. The roommate's off to Texas for some spiritual alignment. Right on. His craziness coming up. Might be losing his job and license. Oh, bummer. Oh, he's doing one of those kind of things. Well, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Guys are like, get themselves into trouble. Guys should know about, guys will get some trouble. Suzuki said she was just on a first date. Oh my God, he got you back by 11. Good job. Unless you're out on the West Coast, he got you back pretty early. Hey, that's pretty good. Okay, what's going on? They are. Oh my goodness. Priestess. He might be in for it. Oh my God. All right. What else are you guys talking about? The Libras have it. The Libras don't. So the Libras are pretty tricky. Oh, thanks, Sage. That's really sweet. And Pam's going through big water. Yeah, I'll get the books. I'll pop the books up, Pam. Oh my God, Suzuki. Suzuki's like, why is it that when you're not excited about the guy, he's really excited? And when you're excited, the guy's like, tonight you weren't excited. Oh my God, Suzuki, you weren't excited? Oh my goodness, but he got you home on time. Maybe he's shy. Get him to hang out on the sunny side. I will unshy him up pretty quick. Okay. All right. All right. Oh my goodness. So Pam's going through her node return. We have a reading on the board. We'll give the reading away in a sec. What else are you guys talking about? This guy has Saturn and Taurus in the third house. Oh, he's good. He's gonna have a bad experience. Mike Priest, he's gonna have a bad experience. He really is right now. Okay, hold on. Is she really? Annie, is Kimberly really waiting? Well, why don't you send me an email and then we'll set it up? Well, sure. I've been sticking it. It's been sitting in the thing for a month. All right, yeah, I'll put it up. So, and Annie, I'll do one for you too. I'll put you up as well. I'll do you guys at the same time. It'll be fun. Okay, hold on. Hey, Rachel, what's up? Well, let's hope that I don't. What else are you guys talking about? Food processing distribution places have been catching on fire. Peeps in the U.S. are getting worried about food shortages and prices. Wow, me too. Not about food shortages necessarily, because I shop at Target and it never has anything actually. But it's getting really expensive. When I first got here, bananas were, just saying as an example because I noticed it. Bananas were like 15 cents each, which I always thought is a weird way to purchase a banana. But then again, I'm shopping at Target, which is kind of like a clothing store. So like whatever. So whatever. And then but now they sell it by the pound, like, which is originally, but it's like, so they're hiding prices and stuff. Is this, yeah, I'm noticing it. Okay, hold on. Oh, Priestess, you have it in Taurus. Oh, we got to be careful. A Saturn square is going to be a rough thing. Saturn, it's shift, time for a change. Okay, what else is going on? You got it, Annie. Well, you got it. No problem. I'll put you on there as well. We'll do both. We'll do it. I don't know that I have doing it tonight, but I've got you both here. I'll put you in here and we'll both do it. Or maybe we'll do it right now. Okay, what's next? An ex-girlfriend said he will not be alerted. What does that mean? He's been calling again and going on for hours about how he's been playing Coyote again. Oh no. Oh no. Oh wait, this is Wing One. So hold on. Oh my God, everybody calm down. Hold on, everybody calm down. I thought Wing One was, sorry, a Wing One I thought was Priestess. I'm getting the stories confused. Hold on. What? Okay, that's weird. Okay. Saturn in the fourth. Oh, you'll go through a change at home probably. Probably a change at home, or maybe a change with your mom. Hey, Kimberly! All right, let's put Kimberly's chart up. Okay, hold on a sec. You guys, let's do it. Okay, hold on a sec. Okay. Well, oh, thanks, Dr. P. It's like, okay, here we go. Let me pull up some charts. Hold on. Fuck Johnny Depp. I don't even give a shit. Actually, okay, let's put the crazy wolf sisters up there. All right, let's look at it. There was something I actually also wanted from you guys. I wanted but we'll do it another time. Okay, here we go. Not yet. Let me pull your charts up and then we'll get at it. Hey, you guys are here. Right on. Okay. Okay, hold on a sec, guys. Let me pull up the charts. Frick, I have them right here. Oh, frick. Okay. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I have a bunch of weird charts set up for you guys. So, for I have some weird charts set up for Kimberly's. I gotta get the real charts. Everybody, hold on. Shit. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, guys, hold on a sec. So I have Kimberly, July 5th, 1953. Guys, am I doing this right? Make sure I have the guys. Let's make. Oh yeah, Wichita. Okay, this is Kimberly. Okay, you guys are Wichita. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I gotta pull up Annie's chart. What's going on, guys? Why is everybody so? Okay, okay. So double, triple, hold on. So double, triple, hold on. Let me just pull up. I keep putting a chart. The Annie's just so Stephanie's gonna go through it soon. Not soon like now. Like I'm going through it now. She's not gonna go through it now, but she's gonna go through it later on. But I don't necessarily think she's gonna get sick or anything. I'm telling you guys this because I'm not getting sick or anything. So if I'm not getting sick, I don't see how you guys are gonna be getting sick. So oh my god, can you believe? Of all freaking charts I can't find. I thought it. There we go. Guys, let's make sure everything is correct. Okay, I'm gonna turn it around. I'm gonna show you guys everything. Can you guys make sure I have the with just desserts? Okay, hold on. Let's make sure I have the right guys. Let's make sure the charts look right. The charts look correct because I've been doing a lot of different I've been doing some screwy stuff with astrology. So the like you can tell, right? I've been SLC's up here and I'm up here. So I've been doing some interesting stuff with astrology that I don't really know that. So for Kimberly, we have July 5th, 1953 at 1:30 in Wichita. This is all good. And for Annie, Stephanie H., November 5th, 1950, 10:03 in Wichita, AM. But hold on a second. Just give me a sec. Nice. I think we're good. You accidentally stabbed in your leg yesterday. What the hell is that? What? Diviner, what the hell? What the? All right. All right, everybody calm down. Everybody calm down. Everybody calm down. The fuck? Fuck. What the fuck? Fuck. Here we go. All right, let's do it. These are right. You guys got it? Yeah, we got. This is it. I know the because sometimes we change up the times and stuff. All right, here we go. You're sore but alive. All right. Oh my goodness, you ouch. Yeah, well, Mars, Mars cuts. Mars is usually what's for cutting. Let me get my stopwatch and we'll start the thing up. All right, let's do it. Actually, I'm kind of excited about the past life thing. Oh my God, I've been studying more. I've been studying more death and astrology, but I'm telling you guys, it's not that simple. That's not that simple. Not even remotely that simple. Getting sick, finding a sickness in astrology is what's easy to do is look back and say, oh, that might have caused this, might have caused that. What's very difficult is to look forward and to see it. For example, you'd have to look, you'd like, for me personally, you have to look for it. Some things will stand out, but it doesn't mean it's not there just because it doesn't stand out. I do mini astrology readings for you guys, and I do a lot of mini astrology readings online. And a lot of things people ask me about, or most often, has to do with relationships. And most often, I'm asked if, does the guy like me, or is he cheating? Or they want to know if he's cheating, or you want to know if the guy likes you. And I have some default stuff that I look at automatically to see that. And in relationships, I make sure there's no Chiron opposition with Saturn or anything like that. And then I make sure that there's like a moon hookup, because in my opinion, the moon means the guy's not going to leave you. Doesn't mean he's okay. So that's that, right? Then I usually default to the 12th house, because if there's a Mars or Venus there, or maybe check his 8th house, like to see if he's going to be cheating in relationships, or if something sneaky is going to happen, or maybe he's going to be in a relationship with you and not tell anybody. And those are the questions I get asked the most. For fun, I do a lot of checking in on sports and see how that's happening, and I do a lot of financial astrology, and that's and that's what I do. That's what I do. And so that's what's going on. So when we get to certain things, So for me and different astrologers, different things will jump out at them. But I'm used to looking in certain parts of the chart. Or like when we're going to do a past life reading right now, once I fix the screen. So that's, and I'll point it out. And I'm going to record this. So I'll point it out and I'll show you how we do a past life reading as how I do a past life reading. And I go in through certain things that I look at. There's a lot of stuff, and it's only a 10-minute reading, but there's a lot of stuff that you could look at in a past life reading that's, like we could go like a transit reading, like we're going house to house, like, like I could say, like, in your past life, your brothers and sisters, there was a wound there, but like it's not really how you do it. It's how you do it. It's not really how you do it, and it's also definitely not how you do it when you do a mini reading. But what I'm saying is, and I'm long-winded as usual, so just bear with me. But what I'm saying is, there are going to be things in a chart that you're not really looking for, but it's going to happen. Like, why would I go look and see if someone's going to die? That's just fucking like. So I wasn't looking for that. And for the last month or so, because of that conjunction that's happening in Pisces, all I've been really until the last 3 weeks, obviously, I've been kind of looking at, different things. Like I've been trying to win the lottery, using astrology to win the lottery on certain days. And that's what my focus was. I wasn't focused on any of it. And so there you go. It's like you're driving on the highway, right? And you have the map. But if you're not looking for like 7-Eleven, you're going to drive right past it. So on top of the fact that it's impossible to figure out. Anyways, just the truth. Of course, Annie. Of course. This is the wrong chart. Hold on. Of course. You think you're a Scorpio rising? Whoa. Here, watch this. You're going to be, if you're a Scorpio rising, I'll make it easy. As a Scorpio rising, if you were born right around, this is the middle, like right in the middle, so maybe not. If you were born at 7 a.m., 7:03 here, you'd be a Scorpio sun. You are a Scorpio sun, but you'd also be a Scorpio rising right around 7 o'clock. 7 is in the middle. So, half an hour on either side or so. Yeah, you could easily, right around 7 a.m., you'd be a Scorpio rising. Why not? Scorpio rising, you'd have problems with your friends and social network. You'd be super creative. You'd spend a lot of money on other people. People would probably try and steal from you. Very much people would try and steal from you. This is square. This is a very difficult aspect, right? Saturn squaring the Mars in your chart. You'd have problems with friends. Your friends would probably try and steal your money. This is a harmonious aspect here, actually. Unusual stuff's going to happen in relationships, I'd say. It all depends. And he's got to cross the line on which side of this line that we put everything. So if I went, say, if I put the Mars and the Venus in the first house, right? Like say put it down in the first house, like deep in there, like say you were born around 6:30. If you were born around 6:30, you'd make a lot of money based on your looks. You'd be the boss. You might be an entrepreneur. But if you went in the other direction a little later, like 8:30, right, on the other side, then this means secret relationships. People would be cheating on you. Gossiping a little bit, but like Mercury's kind of in front of your sun. A lot of time spent by yourself, money made in secret, like kind of researching, but you can't really, I wouldn't, like I could like guess that this is researching, but like you're already a Scorpio. So like that, that's like that's not grasping, but like you're already a Scorpio. You should be involved. You should be doing research anyways. And so, science research, you're Scorpio. and you like with your Virgo, with a Virgo moon. So, but that's what your chart's going to look like at the different times. So, you know, something to think about. It's not really a big deal. Oh, you guys are doing talking away, right? And so, yeah, she's got a lot of Scorpio. So, but it all depends, right? It all depends. And for your reading, it really does count. But for your past life, it counts a little bit as well. It does count, but it's going to be okay. If this was all in your 12th house and Pluto was over in the 9th, that would be a problem. So, Annie, this is going to indicate, this might indicate a really bad problem with your dad, right? Pluto in the 9th. And so, you know, or problem at schools, problem when you're at school. So, I don't know about that, right? Like, I don't know about that. You get it out of the 9th, right? Like late, problem publicly. Better to have a problem publicly. Venus in your 1st house. That makes more sense. Then Uranus is going to pop into the 9th house. And, you know, unusual studies, unusual things happening in your educational career. You know, like you go to school, you stop, you go back to school because it's Uranus, right? And so, and it's obviously super favorable, so you'd finish. Maybe you were born around 6 o'clock in the morning. Pops your Venus, you know, bit of a sex symbol, you know. So, all right, next. All right. Kimberly's like, even how does Sunny know? He's just looking at your chart, and she's probably rolling her eyes. When we were teenagers, they always thought Annie was the sex symbol. Why is it always a Scorpio, Sunny? Relax. Crabs get love. Crabs get lots of love on the sunny side. So crabs get any answers, get whatever they want. Okay, let's get down to it. All right, here we go. Oh, wow. Yeah, some of the Scorpios are pretty intense. Okay, here, let's get down to it. I have to put I have a tarot reading here. Hold on, guys. I have to put a tarot reading on the list that I didn't get down here. Suzuki, is that you? Suzuki, are you on the list for a tarot reading? We're going to get to it in a second. Well, hello. That's Suzuki. We're just typing random names in. Okay, here we go. Holy shit. I just spent 20 minutes typing in fucking birth charts. Okay, here we go. And there's only 2 of them. And they're already printed up. All right, let's get down to it, guys. Let me pull the chart up and let's get down to it. So this is Kimberly's. Guys, timestamps in the description. This chart looks like Wing One's chart. So, what the fuck? This chart looks like Wing One's chart. Hold on a second. $63. Huh. Okay. 53 to 63. Wow, that's amazing. All right, here we go. All right. Are Pisces good kissers? Yes. Oh, that's okay, Diviner. I have some stuff to talk to you guys about tropical versus sidereal astrology a little later. And not to say anything bad about either one or choosing either one or any way, shape, or form about that, but just to try and explain some of the stuff that I'm doing in astrology right now and why it's so very difficult for me. And a lot of it has to do with tropical versus sidereal zodiac. We'll get to that in a little bit. Okay, here we go. Let's look at Kimberly's chart. All right, Kimberly, it's great to see you. Sorry, this is not, this is, are we? Yeah, this is Kimberly's chart. Okay, it's great to see you. I hope everything is super cool. Here we go. So when we're doing a past life chart, we go in through the moon. You see that? So the moon, so this is really interesting. Oh, this is really cute. Okay, so hold on, guys. Okay, so when we start a past life reading, we go in through the moon. The moon is like the sun, except the moon in your past life is like the sun in this life. It's who you were. In this life, it's your subconscious. It's all your learnings. It's all in this life, it's the learnings and the lessons and everything that you brought forward with you subconsciously, and you bring it into your essence. It's your subconscious. And then, guys, it's what you bring with you. It's not your karma. We're going to look at that in a second. That's Saturn. And it's not really how you went around doing things. That's the South Node. In addition to that, holy geez, Kimberly's had a lot of stuff in her past life. You want to look at the 12th house, because the 12th house goes into the first house, and the first house is who you are in this world, right? It's one of who you are. It's what you look like. And you want to look at the 9th house, because obviously the 9th house is your last lifetime. All right, so everybody ready? That's what we're going to look at. So for Kimberly, we're starting this journey with the moon, and the moon happens to be in the 7th house. So in her last lifetime, she obviously she was very possessive, right? It is Taurus. She was very possessive in her last time. She was probably very stubborn in her last time. She wanted her things, right? She wanted. She wasn't necessarily. She didn't necessarily covet other people's things, but she wanted her things in her last lifetime, and she was very possessive. She was probably very relationship heavy in her last lifetime, according to the moon, and she probably put a lot of energy into taking care of other people. I don't think she was necessarily a nurse per se in her last lifetime, or a doctor or anything like that, but she was possessed. She could have been a nurse. Actually, Kimberly could have been a nurse in her last lifetime, but it's more than likely that she worked with money, right? She worked with money, or she worked with her hands, or she worked with stuff, or she worked with something very physical. Maybe she worked in maybe she worked as a gardener or a farmer, or she owned an arboretum or a farm or some major garden or something. But something taking care of nature and something with her hands per se. And this is an interesting chart because I don't see in this chart that she was actually taking care of other people, which is what I see in like all the past life charts for some reason. But I don't see that she was taking care of other people in this chart last life. I see that she was definitely a relationship person, and she liked to team up with other people. I know the moon is in Taurus. It's kind of like she was kind of a little bit Libra-y, except like Taurus Libra-y. Anyways, moving forward, she's supposed to move from her moon, to her sun in this lifetime. And this is an interesting one. So the sun's in the 9th house. So on one hand, she's kind of going to loop back and then go around, right? And so in this situation, I would imagine that the father is very important in this lifetime, or in the last lifetime, she probably took care of her partner or hung around with her partner a lot, like in a marriage kind of situation. And in the next one, this lifetime, she's supposed to focus, the spotlight might be on travel, in this lifetime, higher education, learning, and less listening and doing everything that her partner says. Like in her last lifetime, I don't know if she was a man or a woman yet, we do that last, but in her last lifetime, she probably really spent all of her time doing whatever her partner said. And in this lifetime, she's supposed to reach out and expand her mind and her horizon. Next, one of the things she has to watch out for, she's absolutely, oh no, that's not next. Next is way up here. And this is where things get a little crazy. So, because sometimes all of this stuff bunches in here, right? And so in that situation, last life and this life kind of blend a little bit. Or unfinished business is kind of looping around again. But this is not unfinished business. This is different. So, and this is a little weird because you're going to move from here to here. This is the technical stuff. Okay, guys, whatever. I'm going to say the real stuff in a sec. So, in her last life, she put a lot of, she used to go about doing things in a very showy and dramatic way. So I know she has the Taurus vibe in her. In her last life, she was probably Taurus, and so, or definitely steady, maybe a little bit slow, take her time, very possessive. But she went away. She went about things in a very showy kind of me, almost as if she's out on the stage kind of lifestyle. She was probably very popular, had a flair for the dramatic, and liked to be seen for everybody. Like she might have been an actress in a last lifetime, and she might have been a very, very, very popular actress in a lifetime. And so, but there's a difference, right? There's a line right here. This is in the over here, and it's kind of, the moon is going over here, right? This is travel and higher learning, right? She's supposed to spend a lot of time focused on higher learning and travel this lifetime. Last lifetime focused on partners, right? Doing whatever her partner says. We're teaming up and doing things together. Anyways, I drew this little line right here because it looks pretty close, but it's actually not. And this little guy is going down here. And so, so there's a difference between seeing the world and education as opposed to being popular and having the world see you. So in her last lifetime, she probably spent a lot of time with the world looking at her. And she was probably a very playful and very romantic. This lifetime, she's going to get out there and study a little more. And anyways, this lifetime, she's supposed to bring it back home and let other people be the spotlight at home. In the last lifetime, she was very me on stage, like almost probably literally on stage. And then this lifetime is less me and more everybody. And instead of being out in the public all the time, it's more taking care of things at home. Next, so what are some lessons that you have to learn in this situation? Where's the karma coming from? So there's a lot of karma behind the scenes. The major lesson one of the major lessons that you have to learn is through Saturn, and that's your karma. It's also where you're tormented in this lifetime. There's a belief that if something bad happened to us last lifetime, then something good might happen to us in this lifetime. Like there's a very strong belief, and people believe that's karma. This is bad, this time it's good, next time it's bad. But that's not necessarily how it works. If someone was mean to you in a last lifetime, there's a strong possibility they're going to be mean to you again until you sort it out. Something to keep in mind. So in Kimberly's chart, there was a lot of torment behind the scenes, and it just was not fair. She probably, there was some kind of balancing things. So things were, so there was some kind of control, right? Behind the scenes, Saturn, someone was always controlling you behind the scenes, and they are still controlling you in this lifetime. And there's not much you can do about it. They're just controlling you, and they've always been controlling you, and it's a bit of a torment. There's stuff outside of your ability right up against you that's always negative. It's like people calling you bad names all the time. It's like people telling you what to do. It's like people signing you up for things that you don't want to go to. There's a pain in the ass. You probably don't get all the, anyways, that's what's going on. So you were always tormented behind the scenes. Now, there is stuff that you have to do by yourself, right? Obviously, you're a Cancer. You have to do things by yourself. But oftentimes when you go to do things by yourself, there's going to be some problems, or there's always something happening behind the scenes. So there's a possibility in your last lifetime that you put a lot of energy taking care of things, and it would have tormented you. Or you were supposed to take care of things, or things were supposed to be taken care of for you, and they weren't necessarily taken care of. Because you're supposed to be famous, right, Kimberly? You were supposed to be super famous, like an actress in your last lifetime, like really successful, famous. But that line doesn't mean anything. It's people taking care of stuff for you didn't necessarily do it, and it would have caused a lot of problems. As a So like imagine like it's a control issue from behind the scenes that was developed in your last life, and as you're moving forward, this, you know, the control issue is still there, so you got to deal with it. Next, ninth house. You want to look at the ninth house because the ninth house is your last life. It's, you know, the ninth goes to the first, and then it goes to the fifth. All right, here we go. So I think very sincerely you were in the spotlight in the last lifetime. Like I do think you were famous, and I don't think you traveled a lot in your last lifetime. I don't think that. I think you travel a lot in this lifetime, or you. I don't necessarily think you studied a lot in your last lifetime. I think you study a lot in this lifetime, and nevertheless, there was a lot of action going on with you. Like you were probably very busy. You were probably very, very popular. Somewhere along the line in your last lifetime, your father was a major influence in your lifetime, and that's just the way it was. Like your father was a very close, and it's pretty heavy influence. Guys, you watch this kind of thing. This indicates that there was a legitimate problem in her last life. These two houses are connected by a big square here. This Libra here is not getting along with this stuff in Cancer right here. So you would have had something unusual in your last lifetime. Like I would go so far as to say you might have had an untimely death in your last lifetime. Like you might not have had a natural death. There might have been a problem. I don't know enough to say that you were killed in your last lifetime, but I do think there was an untimely death. I think there might have been quite a bit of, you know, a sickness or a pain surrounding you. It would probably show up in Annie's chart as well, right? These guys are sisters, and so, but that's what it is. That's what it is. Something bad. You might have met an untimely death, and it would have been difficult. A lot of controlling behind the scenes. You were probably in the entertainment industry, or you're very dramatic. Maybe you were a politician. I don't think so. I don't think you're a politician. Maybe work, you know, as a. You see, the thing is, you wanted to do it. You wanted to take it nice and slow and easy, but you were kind of playing it fast. You know, you wanted to take it easy, be like the relationship thing, but you probably put a lot of energy into being popular and dramatic. All right, let's check to see if you were a boy. But Kimberly, in all sincerity, had a majorly eventful life in her life. I know I'm not sounding like it, but that's a lot of planets in her past life houses. So she really probably accomplished a lot, was known by many, and people tried to control her, and she was getting all fucked up. No, I don't know that you were getting all messed up, Kimberly. I'm just saying they really went out of their way to control you. All right, next. Were you a boy or a girl in your last lifetime? Where are the planets? You were a one. Let's start again. You were a one. Oh. You were definitely, you were definitely female in your last lifetime. Wow, you probably were. You might have been an actress, or you might have worked in the entertainment industry. How cool is that? You were probably very famous. I don't see politician in the chart, but I do see that. That's pretty interesting. All right, next. Hey, Danielle, what's up? Where are you guys going? Where did they go? Where did you guys go? Oh, it's okay. Oh, sorry, K1, I didn't see it. Okay. I got you right here. So, all right, so that's Kimberly. Annie H is up. I got you, K1. You're in the description box. I'm going to read Suzuki's card first and then see what's going on. What are you guys talking about? If Mars stabs and it's in her 9th house next to the planet of sudden change, yeah, but like, you don't, yeah, yes and no. Maybe, maybe, but you don't. Yeah, sincerely, maybe, you know, or maybe, or she died traveling. Yeah, maybe, or yeah, I get what you're saying, but Annie, you're up right now. Yeah, no, diviner, I get what you're saying, but like, you don't say that on YouTube. You don't say it. You know, I wouldn't say it unless it's like I saw it somewhere else in the chart. But actually, I kind of, it's this plus the square to this. Like there's a lot that says she might have been stabbed to death, but like I don't think so. So, but death by iron, right? So, let's move on. Let's move on. I'm gonna tell Kimberly she's gonna get stabbed to death. So like she's all right. Next, so. All right. Mm. Hey, you know what? But diviner, ye, yeah, obviously, right? Like it's. Let me just pull up K1's chart. But but in all sincerity, like obviously, yeah, yeah. Like Mars that close to the sun can. That's what the hell happened to Annie's chart here? So yeah, but you're not gonna tell her that she died by stabbing unless I knew specifically. Like then I'm not gonna say it. See this chart. See, Annie's chart's a little different. Without the birth time, or with a different birth time, we would have a different series of houses, right? Like this ninth house. Before I start any stopwatch or anything, for this is Annie's chart, right? But before we do anything, like if this is the birth time, then we're going to be a situation where there's a lot of stuff that she had a lot of stuff happening in her last life as well. This is a little different though. She has to bring her past life into this life. It's one of the things she's going to have to do. She would have had a lot of past life energy right here. This she would have brought. So Annie, just letting you know, in your chart, you would have brought a lot of, see this arrow right here? You would have brought a lot of energy from 2 lives ago. Like you would, if this is, you know, using this birth time, you would have brought a lot of energy into your last life. Meaning, just like your sister has a lot of drama in her last life, like major drama, like she was probably killed. But you don't necessarily, if this is the time, it's a different type of drama. It's not as harsh, but it's very controlling as well. So in your last lifetime, you are probably quite controlled. And you probably had a lot of karma that you brought into your last lifetime from the previous lifetime, just saying. And so, but on a weird kind of way, Annie, this is going to loop around a little bit. It's not unfinished business because clearly you're going from Virgo into Scorpio, right? Virgo to Scorpio and Virgo down into Pisces. So so it's not like you're not stuck in Virgo, whereas some people have unfinished business. They're stuck. But I imagine in your last life, you had a lot of unfinished business, a lot. Anyways, let's get down to it. So with the moon in Virgo, clearly, moon in Virgo is working in the health industry. So in your last lifetime, what am I going to say? You work in the health industry this time as well, but it's different, right? This is physical health kind of thing. And over here, Scorpio is more medicine, surgery, surgery. Scorpio's surgery, Virgo's health. It's not the same thing. And so, anyways, with the moon in Virgo, you probably did work in the health industry in your last lifetime as well. You might have been instead of you know, being a doctor or a scientist, write Scorpio research. But instead of that, with Virgo, the moon in Virgo, you might have spent a lot of time as an actual nurse. It's different than the doctor thing. The nurse thing, it's because it takes care of other people. And you know how I just said that Kimberly's chart is like the first time chart I've seen in a while that says probably doesn't take care of other people? This Amy's chart looks like she probably took care of other people in her last lifetime, like she nursed them, or she was responsible. She was responsible for other people, like someone got sick and she had to nurse them, or like, or she was like had to take care of everybody. She was also, and that's what it was. Whether she was the nurse or she had to handle the family accounts or the budgets or the books or drive everybody everywhere or whatever, in her chart, that's what she did in her last lifetime. And I don't think anything was that negative about it, except there is a little bit negative thing about it. So in addition to all of that, because it's all here, right? And it's all right here in the ninth house, like it's all there. And so with the South Node there as well, you probably liked it. You probably did not begrudge having to take care of everyone. You probably liked it. You probably would have thought if you this is what you wanted to do. To an extent, it wasn't perfect, and I'll explain that in a sec. Next, the South Node is there, so you probably put a lot of energy into it. You were probably majorly detail oriented. Excuse me, and you know, I know it's Virgo, right? But you were probably very mothering in your last lifetime. Obviously analytical, obviously detail oriented, obviously stuff you're bringing into this lifetime. These are obvious gifts that you have that you're bringing into this lifetime, and they're gifts to use. There's always going to be some kind of problems here when you're analyzing things. Your sense of analytics or your attention to detail is not always going to jive with other people's details or the way other people have their plans laid out. They're probably not going to agree with you. And you probably put a lot of hard work there. But I'm going to tell you something right now. Saturn, in this life and the last life, Saturn doesn't particularly get along well with the South Node. Just letting you guys know this. Getting back to this lifetime for a second, like modern astrology, everybody, like we'll get back to the past life in a sec, but in modern astrology, the Saturn actually jives with the North Node. Saturn wants hard work and real effort, and that's what the North Node's all about. The South Node's actually jiggy vibes with Mars and explosive, let's get things going energy. And so the Saturn, just letting you know, with Saturn close to the South Node is not the greatest thing. But whatever, let's keep going. And so yeah, anyways, so in her last lifetime, there's all this detail-oriented stuff and very much basing things on the facts. But the facts, believe it or not, in addition to being a pain in the ass, the facts got her into a lot of trouble. Saturn is right there. So there's a possibility that in her last lifetime, she was really super hyper out of control Virgo-y. Like, these are the facts. You got to take your pills right now. This has to do it. She was probably responsible for people doing what they have to do. And it was a chore and it was a pain in the ass, but like, that was her thing. So that was it. Anyways, and it probably torments her. Anyways, dealing with past probably torments her, which is really weird because Scorpios deal with the past all the time. In this lifetime, she's supposed to move forward into more of a Pisces vibe. She's supposed to take things more on faith. There's no way she can do that in this lifetime because she's had, like, this, there's, like, I wouldn't, like, this is too much of a drag towards analyzing in details from your last life. Like, in your last life, you were probably, like, a lot of responsibility was placed on you taking care of other things, like taking care of all the paperwork. And so making sure people do their thing. So I just don't see you. I mean, you can. I mean, you know, you're retired, right? It's time to chill out. And so, you know, the North Node's in Pisces. That's taking things on faith and not really worrying so much about the details. And that's what you're sort of supposed to do in this lifetime. Also, you know, less teaching, more studying. I know that's a little weird, but less teaching, less distance, less stuff at a distance, which is okay because Saturn's there. It's not the greatest anything. And more stuff close to home. Now, just one more thing before we kind of push on a little bit. You're supposed to move here and you're supposed to move here, and you're already, I mean, you did all your Scorpio stuff pretty good. Yeah, a research science is Scorpio. So you did your Scorpio thing pretty good. You did your Scorpio thing pretty good. And if I may say, uh, Pisces is medicine, like Neptune is medicine, but Pisces is pretty close to medicine, like drugs and alcohol, I guess. And so you really did do it. So Annie, you really did it. You know, in this lifetime, you really did the North Node of medicine. Here's science, research. You really did it, and you brought a lot of energy with you. So whether this is ninth house or not, just letting you. And I tried to read it not really in a ninth house kind of way. I tried to read it as if these planets were neutral, because these are the planets we're going through. And so in a ninth house way, we would talk about in her last lifetime, maybe she spent a lot of time traveling, or she was teaching. Maybe Annie taught medicine in her last lifetime, or she was teaching health in the last lifetime. Strong possibility she was a teacher per se, like let's just say. But strong possibility she was a teacher, but it's Virgo, right? So again, health, details, analyzing things, at the same time, you know, working with the past. Annie might have, the South Node is there. So in the South, like again, it's a box, right? So the South, because the South Node's there in this part of the chart with all of this, there's a possibility that she did spend a lot of time taking care of family. She brought it from her last lifetime, or I may have said this already. She might have spent a lot of time taking care of her parents in her last lifetime, right? She's bringing it with her. And there's a bit of an overlapping thing. I think I've said this with other charts before. When there's a heavy amount of planets in the ninth house, in addition to when you're looking at a past life kind of thing, it's going to bring in a heavy relationship with your father. So maybe, you know, and maybe if this is the right birth time or it's close, Annie might have had a pretty heavy relationship with her father in her previous lifetime, and both of them have stacked ninth houses. Both Annie and Kimberly have a stacked ninth house, so they both have really difficult past life karma from a previous life that they brought into the last life, that they are very clearly bringing into this lifetime, that they're going to move forward with if they don't clear it up. But this chart right here, Annie's chart, says she's clearing it up pretty good. Just saying, she's clearing it up pretty good. So that's the deal. There was a situation where she was probably, you see, Venus isn't over here, right? Venus over here makes you really good looking in your last lifetime. But, and you know, attracting based on your looks, and you know, oscillating back and forth. But actually Venus is over here. So she, you know, she's the hottie in this lifetime. All right, finally, before we see, let's see if you were a man or a woman in a last lifetime. Let's see what's going on with you guys. So you were a, all right. Oh, and Annie, you were definitely a woman in your last lifetime. Very cool, very cool. Next, the fifth house. You don't have anything in the fifth house. What? Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. What do you mean the fifth house? So fifth house is your, okay. What? No, yeah, maybe. What do you mean? The fifth house is your future, right? This is your past. It works in the fives. This is the past, right? You guys know in astrology, all these three houses are connected. And so this is the past, and it moves in here to the first house. And then the fifth house is your future. It's your children, and it's your future. This is your parents, or this is your father, and your past is the ninth house. The first house is you in this lifetime. The fifth house is your children and your future. And that's how it goes. Oftentimes, the 12th house, it's, our ethereal essence and all the stuff around us shapes how we look, So, because imagine, if we're controlled by a lot of things, we're going to look a certain way. If back, it all depends. And so anyways, neither here nor there. But that's how that stuff works. Does that make sense? That's what I meant. That's what I think I meant by the fifth house. What are you guys talking about? Okay. The worst driver, oh my God. Who do you guys think the worst driver is? I think Cancer and Leo. Libra. Oh my God. I don't know who the worst driver is. I think my cousin, when she was alive, she was pretty scary driver. She was a Leo. She was pretty scary. Someone I know who's a Cancer is pretty scary. Then when my sister was alive, she was a Cancer. She was scary. And someone I know who lives in Arizona is a pretty scary driver, but I don't know. I don't know, you guys, everybody. Wait. Oh, you're welcome, Annie. I hope I answered your question as well. Hey, and it's great seeing you guys. It really, you saw the smile pop on my face when I heard that Kimberly was in the room. It was great to see you guys together and having some fun. You put me a smile on my face tonight. I appreciate it. All right. Oh, you got it. You got it. Yeah. All right, next. So who else is a crappy driver? I think you would think Aries would be crappy, but they're actually pretty good. Aries is pretty good. I think, I don't know who's the worst driver. Did I do a video on that yet? Who's the worst driver? I think I did some research and some stats, but I think Cancer is pretty crappy. Anyways, let's go on. Let's move on. Timid natures are bad drivers. Yeah, but you're from Chicago. Isn't timid natures in Chicago? I would say if you're from a rural area, aggressive driving is funny. All right, let's get on. What? Okay. You can drive a motorhome. What? Okay. Okay. I'm not entirely sure that completely answers the question, but I do think Julie does get, I'm not sure that Julie completely, but like, I think she deserves a bonus point anyways. So, all right, next. All right, we have to do Suzuki's charts. We have to do Suzuki's cards, and then we're going to come back for K1's past life reading. That's funny. Oh, you guys, man. Wait, hold on. So who got stabbed? So Diviner stabbed. Hey, Diviner, why do you think you got? I don't know. Stabbing is usually a Mars thing, and Mars is cruising around in Pisces right now. So it's not that Mars is stabbing all the Pisces in the world, but hey guys, just look at this one sec. Okay, we're gonna get back to work in a sec, but look at this. Just watch this. How did these guys get married? You guys think these guys, like, why would these guys get married? Can you see any reason for it? Check these guys out. This is Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Like, so look at this. They have a okay, so this right here is a massive good luck transit. And so there's a strong possibility that she was going to become famous because of him. Right? Chiron, Jupiter, Cinderella transits here, Magi astrology. That's a big ass deal right there. Then, okay, so that's good for her. But then they have this Venus conjunction, right? So Venus conjunct Venus. All right, whatever. Venus conjunct. So they have the Venus conjunction there. So this is like a friends thing, guys, right? They make their money the same way. They're both possessive. These guys are both possessive. They're both greedy. Look at this, 25 degrees. I just told you guys, I spent the whole thing talking about 23 degrees. Guys at 23 degrees, watch this. Saturn is right here at 23 degrees. At 23 degrees, and it's going Aquarius, and it's going to 25 degrees. Saturn right here. And it's going to 25 degrees, I think, maybe 26. I'm telling you right now, this chick is going to lose the fight. Venus is going to Saturn's going to square her natal Venus, and she's going to get divorced and lose a shit ton of money. And then in November, this is going to, like in June, it's going to go retrograde. And then all kind of bullshit's going to happen in the summer. And then in October, this is going to go direct again, and it's going to come back. And in October, there's going to be a final, or November, or like say November or December when it gets back, right? It has to pick up speed. The Saturn is going to come and square both of their Venuses, and they're both going to lose a lot of money. So she's going to lose a lot of money right now, and Johnny Depp is about to lose a lot of money when it comes back and gets 26. So that's a really negative thing for both of them. And they had a strong possibility to be quite successful. All right, next. This kind of thing does not bode well for anything. Her Chiron is at 11 degrees, and his Chiron is at 14 degrees. It's a 3-degree arc, and these guys square each other. Like, that just causes problems, right? Chiron square is going to cause problems. They're probably not going to like link in and mesh up. But what the deal, guys? Why would these guys even get together? Like, these guys look like they're buddies. They're like buddies in compatibility. I don't see like this, like I'm not seeing like this Virgo stuff. This orb is weird. I just don't see how these guys, you know, right off the top, like their moons are square. Their moons are square. Their Chirons are square. Like, what the hell? Like, this is money. This is money. What the hell is with these guys? Anyways, that's what's going on. And Saturn is right here in Johnny Depp's chart. Johnny Depp is going through his Saturn return right now. He's formally going to go through it like in the summer. But it's going to be it's going to be tough. Anyways, I hope he survives and we can all start loving pirates again. But that's my little quick 2 cents on these guys. I don't see I can't figure this guy's out. Like, what the fuck? Like, moon. Is she into him? Her moon is at 4 degrees. What does he have at 4 degrees? Nothing. Nothing. She's not even into him. Right? Like, maybe his Mars. She likes his energy. But this is behind the scenes. That's not even real. That's behind the scenes. Is he even into her? His moon is at 13 degrees. What is she? Well, okay. So she aggressively pursued him, and he likes his energy. Is she a young chick? Oh my God. Why would he marry somebody as old as Amber Heard? Oh my God, I would never do that. What is wrong with this guy? All right, well, he's rich. He can do whatever he wants. Oh, wait a minute. I'm just saying. This. Anyways, he liked her energy, right? He was attracted to her energy, and this is so sad. He's attracted to her. Look at that. Look at that. He thought he could heal her. Huh. Look at that. This is a tough situation. This, I'm going to tell you guys something. When you see Venus square Mars in a chart, it means to run away, right? She has Saturn opposite Chiron. This is her chart right here. This is her. This is her. This is her. Like this girl is gonna have. She has some, some karma coming in her way. She has some heartbreak coming her way that just can't heal. She's got some stuff in her. I don't think she has crazy. I'm telling you guys, I don't actually see crazy bitch in her chart. I don't have her birth time, but I just wanted to have a quick look. I don't really see why those guys, sort of. It looks like they're more friends than lovers, if you ask me. But let me just go back one sec. I don't really see sneaky bitch in this girl's. I don't necessarily see it. I could be. I'll tell you. Let me see if I see mental health issues, because you guys want to know that, right? If she has mental problems, and because I thought when I looked at their charts, I would see a problem in their chart, like Pluto on top of the moon or something like that. But I didn't really see it. Maybe you have to look. I have to go back and look. But in her chart right here, and we don't have her birth time, but is she really a sneaky mofo? Not really. A little, not necessarily. I don't really see her being that sneaky. I see her making money off her looks a lot. I see her making money off her looks. I see her being very possessive. Obviously, we looked at the transit just now. She's going to have a tough year financially and romantically. Moon is in Libra, so she's naturally argumentative. Look, her Mercury is in Aries, opposite her moon in Libra. She doesn't know what she wants, is the first thing. And the second thing is she wants to argue about it. So she is argumentative. And so that's not always the greatest thing. She also has a pain in the ass. This Jupiter is square her Chiron. Square the Chiron, right? Chiron is the wound, and the Jupiter is blowing up the wound. That square is she's probably a bit of a pain in the ass. So, I don't know what to say. She's probably, her Mercury is in air. She's probably a mouthy pain in the ass, but I don't know anything about her. And just saying, and she's probably argumentative. All right, next. I just wanted to say, I just looked at it for half a second before I came online earlier, and it just didn't necessarily make any sense. I'm just in my little 2 seconds there showing it to you guys, it doesn't really make that much sense. A little bit, but that guy could have anybody. So why would a guy who could have anybody end up with some rando? I don't know what to say. And by calling her a rando, I don't mean that. I mean, why would a guy who could have anybody end up with someone who's going to drag his ass like that, So, I don't know. What is that? Wing One, you think she's a narcissist? Maybe. She's an opportunist. She's trauma. Yeah. Well, there you go. Well, Wing One. Just saying. If Johnny Depp gets it, you got to get a young guy. You got to get the young guy. So, anyways. Young and pretty. Oh, my God. Oh, but Wing One in Hollywood. This is Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp could get any young and pretty girl in the entire world. He's Johnny Depp. So she didn't have to hang out with that. But you know, she's got that Venus in the first house. Who knows? Who knows? But it's not working out, that's for sure. All right, let's do it. Let's pick the cards, guys. We'll do it, or let's move on. So Suzuki's up. Let's read Suzuki's cards. And then we got to get to K1's past life reading here. All right, Suzuki's up. Let me just double check everything to make sure. See who snuck in. That's... Fuck. Who snuck in? So... Oh, I have to do a pay it forward. Okay, I'll hold it for pay it forward day. One sec. We actually had pay it forward day last night. It's kind of neat. It was fun to do it again. Okay, one sec. All right, next. All right, Suzuki's up. Let's do it. Let's catch the deck in 3. Let's cruise through. And then we're going to do K1's past life chart. All right, Suzuki is up. Suzuki, first up. Hey, the Fool card reversed. That's not so bad. Seriously. So the Fool card reversed. Where's Panda's Fool card? This is a pretty cool card. So, well, Suzuki, it just looks like, okay, so there is a warning. It is reversed. Watch out for people treating you as if you're foolish, or watch out for people treating you as if you're naive. There's a possibility that you want to start something, but you just can't like get all the pieces together to get going. You want to start something, right? The Fool is obviously a new beginning, but it's reversed. So people are going to discourage you. And the Fool is kind of like, you have all the pieces together and you're setting out on your journey. You don't realize you have all your pieces until you make it to the actual to the Magician. That's when you realize you have all your potential. But the Fool could, when it's reversed, maybe you're feeling a little discouraged. Maybe you're lacking a little bit of confidence. Guys, I gotta tell you guys that Saturn square the nodes that we're going through right now, guys, remember the nodes are your destiny. It's your dreams. You're headed towards there. Remember the 11th house, hopes, dreams, and aspirations, ruled by Aquarius, right? North node likes it in Aquarius. And so Saturn, hard work. You know, Saturn is discouraging everybody's dreams right now. There's a lot of effort that has to go into it. A lot of people are going through a lot of pain right now in order to make it to the other side, whatever the other side is. So, but trust me, if you endure and survive the pain, you're going to be out of it by like Tuesday, like Monday, Tuesday. You guys are going to be better. By that time, you're going to have a major relief going on. And then some really bad shit's going to happen this summer. All right, so that's the Fool card. Next, Suzuki. So watch out, your new beginning. You know, putting the pieces together is a little troublesome. Oh my God, didn't you just go on a date? Oh my God, new beginnings. And then the 8 of Cups. Where's Suzuki? Suzuki just went on a date. She's probably talking on the phone with the guy. Ooh, yeah, I had fun. Yeah, I want fries with that. Yeah, why not? Nah, yeah. They only have 1 straw left. Oh my God, we'll have to share. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wait, is there a hole in the bottom of this popcorn box? What? Anyways, you don't understand, baby. It's a compliment. Take it as a compliment. You guys remember the movie Diner? You guys remember Mickey Rourke in the movie Diner? Baby, don't be like that. Take it as a compliment. It's a compliment. It's okay. All right, 8 of Cups. Here we go, Suzuki. 8 of Cups. Looks like you want to walk away from something. So here we go. New beginning that didn't really work out necessarily. And then the 8 of Cups. It looks like you're trying to walk away from something, but you're having difficulty. Then we have the 2 of Cups reversed. So love didn't work out. Anyways, so 2 of Cups reversed. Maybe it didn't work out so good. Maybe you got to go back to the drawing board. It doesn't necessarily mean you're never going to find love necessarily, but I wouldn't count on it. No, I just think this, the Two of Cups, just be careful. Like this, I mean, this just means it didn't necessarily work out right now. It's not a beginning. Like, I say there's going to be a delay. Sunny's trying to sugarcoat it. Probably most of the other readers in the room are going to say it didn't work out. And then finally, the Nine of Wands. So you get a little bit back to the drawing board, Suzuki. You know, a little bit of a bump on the road, but not to give up. Watch, the Nine of Wands. It's just taking a little bit of a break before you get out there. It's not time to give up. Just take a breather, take a break, evaluate, see what's up, and then ghost him. No, I don't know what to do. I really don't. It has some fun out there. You're fighting it. What? 20 years? What? Hold on. Diviner says she thinks she's a Taurus rising. Oh, North Node in Taurus. Hey, no way. Oh, that's a lot. That's a good deal in Taurus. Wing one. Wait, what did I say? What did I say? What did I say? Oh my goodness, Wing One, Cancer. Oh, love is coming from a distance. I didn't read everything you guys are saying, but Wing One, love is coming from a distance for the crabs. Seriously, listen to the horoscopes. Okay, I didn't finish writing Cancer's horoscopes. I can't tell you what it said, but like, I'll finish it in the morning. All right, next. So that's Suzuki. K1 is up as well. You want to walk away from a crush? My God, you want to know something? Like, of all the things that people click on my blog, and I don't know how they find it, because I wrote some of that stuff, and I did a lot of blogging other people's posts, right? Because from e-zines and stuff, you get content, and so I did a lot of that stuff. I don't recommend it, especially if you're a writer like me. I should just did it all, but I was busy. And anyways, I recommend it for some websites, but I don't recommend it for things like Google ranking. It's not the greatest for Google ranking. But anyways, this particular article probably was good for Google ranking because people click on it all the time on my website. So I don't know if I tagged it well or it was well indexed by Google. But it's how to resist seduction. There are a couple on the sunny side, and I don't know where they are on the sunny side. I just know they're in there somewhere on my website, and they're like how to resist seduction, how to resist psychic seduction, how to resist when a guy is trying to, because I used to teach all of that stuff, both sides of it, right? Because on one hand, I teach how to seduce people and how to use hypnotic language to get what you want without being too weird about it, just being naturally hypnotic language. And on the other hand, just different ways to get what you want. On the other hand, I posted a lot of stuff to protect from hypnotic language and to protect from people who are trying to use persuasive bullshit on you guys. And I spent a big chunk of my life doing that. And so believe it or not, that's what people are still searching for, which is really interesting because those couple of articles I didn't even write. And so anyways, I just thought it was fascinating for what you guys are going through. All right, next. Hey, Sister H, what's up? I hope you're having a super, super, super amazing day. All right, what else is going on? Okay. I want to make myself a scorpion one, but I'm not making the scorpion. You know what, the purple scorpion? But I'm not making it until we move, because I don't want to carry all this stuff with it. But all right, next. K1 is up. I was going to not come online tomorrow because I'm so busy. Tomorrow I'm really busy. There's readings and horoscopes to do tomorrow. And there was supposed to be a basketball game. So I was going to watch the basketball game on one of my other YouTube channels. But I think I'm going to be back with you guys and see what's going on. All right, K1 is up. The Art of Seduction. Are you the Art of Seduction by Robert Greene? I thought that was that's a pretty good book. I like Robert Greene's books. I like his style of writing. All right, next. Well, Helby, that's the way to be. All right. Oh, that's really sad, Suzuki. Oh, is that really what the guy you're crushing on isn't reciprocating? Oh. Well, I think the best thing to get a guy interested in you is revenge sex with his best friend. If you have sex with a guy's best friend, he will definitely notice you. And if you did that, I'm pretty sure everybody they know will notice you as well. Actually, I don't think that's a good idea. Don't do that. I'm just joking. But the that's you guys gotta watch. You guys gotta just I don't know what to say. If a guy doesn't like you, if you like a guy and he doesn't like you, if you like a guy and he doesn't notice you, right, or he hasn't gotten to know you yet, okay, that's different. If you're not in his orbit, you're not on his radar, and if you are on his radar and he didn't get a chance to know you yet, you shouldn't walk away from that. And you shouldn't have unrealistic expectations. Meaning, like, he saw you, how come he hasn't bought you diamond ring yet? Like, don't have unrealistic expectations. Plus, you have to deal with a guy's shyness as well. So, but at the same time, you know, if it's not working, then it's not, like, if he tells you to walk away, then you got to walk away and go on to the next thing and just shrug it off and say, you know, whatever, man. So, like, I make it sound like so casual, and I know it's not. I know it's not. But, you know, I'm just saying. All right, next. So, but I'm also telling you guys, not to throw in the towel, right? That's what I'm telling. I don't like throwing in the towel in love. All right, Wing One, you guys have a place for us better than Florida. What? We're not necessarily sure we're going to Florida yet. We'll have to see. We're supposed to be, but it's starting to look expensive. But we'll see. Don't show flash people in a what? You don't need a brown trench coat to do that. Because I hate it. Okay, next. No, that's not true, Hellbeast. There are a lot of tarot readers who do the equivalent, and it's fine. Like, I'll rant on that another day. All right, next. All right, next. Okay, K1 is up. Oh, we're almost at the 2-hour mark. Oh, it's almost time to do K1 and then book out. All right, K1 and then we're booking out. That was fun to read the past life stuff. Oh, shit, I didn't put a timestamp for Suzuki. All right. And K1 is at 1:48. I like doing these past life readings. You know what I don't exactly super... What if the towel wraps around? What? Oh, guys, stop that. I don't chase anything. My days of chasing are so far gone, it's not even funny. I would rather sit there depressed than chase. And so it's not worth it. Like, you have to chase, you have to have fun. See, the word chasing has a very negative connotation. You know, it means it has a negative vibe when you chase in relationships, except the chasing is part of playful flirting. And that is the courting, dating, romantic flirting process. Like, chasing is the game. So if you don't like chasing, you can absolutely F your love life goodbye, because that's what it's all about. And it chases both ways. The way the girl chases the guy and the guy chases the girl, or the guy chases the guy, or whatever. And so that is how it works. It goes both ways. And so if you're not willing to do it, then you got nothing there. I think when you guys say you really up you really don't like the chase. We'll do K1's chart in a second. And I don't like the chase. I think it's stupid. But like, I think what you guys are saying is you don't like wasting your time. Wait, no, that's not the thing. That's not it. You don't like the chase. Some people don't like the chase. Some people don't like going out. Some people don't like picking up the phone and calling. Some people, listen to what I'm saying. Some people don't like the chase, but the chase is part of flirting. Flirting's part of romance. Flirting's part of keeping the tension alive. You can't be a lazy lover. You can't be a lazy lover. Like, what the hell? Unless you're like rich, and then that's good. so you can't be a lazy lover. But I don't really like it. I think what I don't like is, you see, the chase involves getting involved in a situation with players, because you're getting in to play the game. So when you go out with a girl, you have to know that girl's probably gone out with about 12 different guys in the last 2 weeks, and maybe 3 guys today. And so try not to spend too much money now that you know that. And don't invest a lot financially with someone who's not really investing their time in you. Just a heads up. I don't have a problem with it. I think it's good. And I used to live with so many women, I don't even care. I encourage it. And on the sunny side, I encourage you guys to go take advantage of stupid guys. And although you guys don't like when I tell guys to take advantage of stupid girls, you sure don't like that. But I also teach you guys how to protect yourselves from these players. And so that's the deal, guys. So whatever, just protect yourself from whatever. Just be fine. Get out, have some fun. But I'm just saying, that really crappy part about getting involved in the game and all that kind of stuff, that's, when it does get reciprocated, then you guys are buddies, man. Then you guys are buddies. You're flirting, you're having love, you're like hanging out with your best friend. And that's part of the action. But you don't get to the best friend part in a relationship if you can't get through the romantic chasey gamey stuff. That's just the thing. And in a successful relationship, you have to keep the sexual and the romantic tension alive in the relationship. Just saying. Like, all right. Next, K1 is up. I'm just saying. That's a good question. Hey, I like what Suzuki said. Suzuki's from a different generation than I am from. And remember, I'm uptight to start with. All right? I'm uptight. I'm a workaholic. I'm always grouchy. Check this out. Suzuki has a nice, lighthearted way of looking at this. And I think you should be lighthearted. I think if you're lighthearted, you're going to have more success than if you're, you're walking and so anyways, she says that she just wants to go out and have some fun. I think that's a good thing. I'm too invested in this stuff. Even though I say not to be, and I'm not, I really am. And it comes across in how I speak. And you guys know that too. I didn't date my wife. I'm all in with my wife. I sold everything and came here. Anyways. All right. What are you saying? Sage says, I prefer when the man does the courting. I agree with you, Diviner, and I don't want to be sexist or anything like that here. I'm talking about there's a dynamic, and there's each side, there's a masculine approach and a feminine approach, and I'm not talking man-woman. I'm saying there's an aggressive and a passive-aggressive approach, and the one person uses one, the other uses the other. So both people actually chase. You have to get it. You have to understand. You don't have to do shit. Fuck, you can do whatever. But both people chase. The women chase the men, and the men chase, and the men reciprocate that chase, if they're not idiot, if they're not, but it kind of goes both ways. It goes both ways, but it's not. But it's in a different way. The women are supposed to do it, and we're talking about XY, right? We're not talking about, like, it could be man, whatever. But one of the people, to complete the dynamic is what I'm talking about. To complete the dynamic, one of them is going to reach out in a passive aggressive way, and then the other person is going to complete that with an aggressive approach. So your passive approach, so oftentimes I see in relationship problems, I see the woman at the beginning not giving out a strong enough passive aggressive play on the guy. And by passive aggressive, I don't mean being a fucking asshole. I mean creating a situation where the guy is coming towards you. I talked about this. In a seduction, the guy has to come towards you. If he doesn't come towards you, it's not a seduction. That's just not the way it is. So the guy has to get the girl to come towards him, and that's done in a passive aggressive action. And then the girl has to, using that passive aggressive action, has to get the guy to come towards her, unless you're a stubborn head case. And that is the dynamic action of each person in turn moving towards each other with their energy. So they're now moving towards each other with their energy, and one is like this, and the other is passive aggressive. And that's how it works. And that's it, in 100% of the cases. In 100% of the cases, one person has to send out that vibe, and the other person has to act upon the vibe. In 100% of the cases is how it works. And so whatever, man. So if they don't, so you gotta, make it easy for the guy to chase you, but not too easy. You see, that's the thing. You gotta make it so that you have to make it so that you girls know. I don't need to tell you guys this. Fuck that. This is the dumbest fucking conversation. I'm telling a room of empaths how to be passive aggressive to attract. This is the dumbest fucking conversation I'm having. You guys all know what to do. It's all the guys out there who don't realize it, right? You girls are already doing it. You guys we just looked at Annie's chart. You know what she was like when she was young. She was like, you guys, so like, what I'm saying is, you women already know that. If you don't know it, then maybe I'll put a little class together for you guys, because if you don't know it, the women are in a lot of trouble. Or if they don't work it properly, or if they're shy to do it, then it's going to be a problem. But that has to happen. And the guys have to be hyper in tune so that they can recognize the signs. And it's right there. It's obvious. It's so beautiful, and it's so romantic to see. It's so romantic to see people, sort of fall in love a little bit, So I love watching it. All right, let's get on with this thing and move on. All right. Yeah, usually the Mars. Yeah, diviner. I don't know about courting. No, I think like the Mars person. The Mars person is going to go after the Venus person, but it doesn't mean the Mars person has to behave like the guy. There's one side she could go up to the guy and be a woman. She doesn't have to go up to the guy and be a man. All right? She doesn't have to go up to the guy and display the stereotypical masculine traits in the courting dynamic. I'm not telling you to do that. She could, with her Mars moving towards his Venus, she could go up to the guy and like be, do exactly what I said to do, and open up the courting dynamic in a feminine, passive aggressive kind of way. Make the guy come to her. That's what she should do in that situation. Is she going to, or is she going to butch out? She might butch out, divine. She might butch out. You use the Mars, and maybe she might be a little too much Lilith. Maybe she wants to drive the car and sit on, like, who knows? So, Maybe, you know, maybe. But I'm telling you guys, right? Just because they're like that, I'm telling you guys that might screw up the relationship. Not definitely, but might. So if any of you guys have that in your charts, then make sure you do it, because you're going to do it anyways. But make sure you know, just appreciate, you know, the gender dynamic that comes into play as well. And now this gender dynamic conversation spans across multiple generations and cultures. And so it's not easy to say, you know, it's not enough to say that you at your age chase the guy, you at your age don't chase the guy. But like, neither here nor there. All right, K1 is up. Hey, Angelica, what's up? What's up? What's up? I hope you're having a super amazing day. I'm not, you know, it's a difficult conversation, you know, because I'm not, you know, you don't want to, I'm not trying to tell anyone to go chase the guys or anything. I'm just trying to say that one person is going to leave an opening, and the other person has to take advantage of it. And that's the template for the relationship. And so, you know, and that's what it, and when you add culture into it, then you're going to add male and guy and girl to it. And that's going to, you know, could mess some energy up. Because, you know, anyways, I think you guys get that. All right, K1 is up. All right, next. You live in a riddle. That's cute. All right, let's get on. The K1 is up. All right, K1 is up. Let's look at K1's chart. Huh. Oh my God. All right, here we go. Starting with K1. Hey, K1, this is another one of those charts. The last chart we looked at had the moon, the south node, and Saturn all in the same house. It was up here. It was Annie's chart. And that put a lot of past life energy. There was a lot of past life energy that was intense, right? In Annie's chart, the past life energy was conjunct, like it was all conjunct in the ninth house. So she had a majorly eventful, Stephanie K had a majorly eventful past life, and her sister Kimberly had a majorly eventful past life, like major. They were both involved. They might have been involved in a war or something. You know, one's a nurse, one's taking care of other people. One's a nurse, one's an actress or something, but an actress. But in this one, is totally different. Not totally different. What I'm saying is this has a lot of energy from the past life as well, but it's a little bit different. All right, here we go. Starting K1. So one of the things you got to watch out just right away, is the energy in this chart gets a little weird. So we're moving in through the sixth house here, but the south node is here as well. So there was a lot of energy in the last lifetime. You probably spent a lot of lifetime working with groups of people who are helping other people find their voice in this world. Like you might have been creating systems, or maybe you were a military leader, or maybe you were a philanthropist, or maybe you were in charge of healing and taking care. Like, again, this freaking moon is in the sixth house. This is very clearly taking care of other people. It's not health. It's not health. Annie's was health, right? This is different. This is really taking care of other people. So in your last lifetime, you're clearly a workaholic. In your last lifetime, I don't know that you were a health freak in your last lifetime, but you were interested in taking care of people, but not individually per se, but taking care of a lot of people at a time. So you were in charge of taking care of organizations and helping people find their voice. And you might have been taking these collective voices, and you might have been creating things. There might have been, you might have been an inventor in your last lifetime, or you spent a lot of time creating kind of things. And so in your last lifetime, K1, helping people find their voice, the health industry, and gadgety, an inventor of sorts in your last lifetime. Next, in addition to all of that, it's coming in through health and your day-to-day stuff. Obviously, you might have had a disease in your last lifetime. Maybe like you might have had a blood disorder. You might have had a blood disorder, or maybe a wind disease in your last lifetime. I don't think you died from anything like that. I'm just saying you might have had some kind of health issue in your last lifetime. Maybe wind, you know, once again, like breathing kind of thing. Anyways, the south node is also here. So that puts a lot of emphasis on, again, nurturing other people, again, helping other people, but also the South Node puts a lot of energy into collective voices, a lot of energy into helping other people shine, a lot of putting yourself second. Like, you know, you're letting other people go. You might spend a lot of time standing in the group and letting other people get ahead of you. In this lifetime, very, very, very much, without any question of any kind, this lifetime has got to be me, 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 me. This lifetime, K1, you need to focus on yourself. Forget about the Aquarius thing of like being gadgety and inventing, and maybe you like to do things your own way. Maybe you like to do things in an unusual way. Maybe in your past life, like I said, you're probably an inventor, and you might have been an inventor in your last lifetime. You're obviously helping groups of people in your last lifetime. You might have invented some kind of health thing or something like that in your last lifetime. But as you push through, like there might have been, in addition to taking care of people physically in your last lifetime or this lifetime, you have to take care of things mentally, and you have to take care of everything around, right? You have to take care of mental health in this lifetime. So last lifetime, major emphasis was on physical health. And taking care of others. The theme of taking care of others is carried over. So right now in this lifetime, you still have it in your subconscious, like you want to take care of other people, but the truth is you want to take care of other people's physically and with the details, just like you did in the last life, but you really shouldn't. In this lifetime, you should focus more on mental health, especially your own mental health. You might take a lot of time in this lifetime putting yourself first. In this lifetime, like putting your thoughts and what you think is more important than what everybody else thinks. And instead of physically helping other people with their comfort and security, you have to sit down and take time out for yourself in this particular lifetime. Like that's the major deal. And that's the major deal. You're also kind of going back a little bit to the 12th house to go back and clean up some messes. Now, it's not unfinished business. So you're not in this lifetime with unfinished business, but you do have to go back and clean up your subconscious. You have to streamline your thoughts. You have to, clean up your subconscious and clean up everything that's around you. It might seem good, but it's not. And that's kind of what you have to do this lifetime. You possibly tormented in all of this. You were probably tormented by the details, like whatever you were focused on, or maybe having said all of that, there's a possibility that your health wasn't so good in your past life, because it's kind of Saturn here in Virgo. And I do look at Virgo as health and analyzing things. So I do think in your last life, you probably spent a lot of time analyzing things, and you were tormented by the numbers. The numbers probably didn't add up. You might have been sick, right, in a health kind of way. You might have taking care of people, taking care of the details, probably got you into a lot of problems in your last lifetime. You're carrying that forward. Saturn, you carry forward Saturn, right? You were tormented last lifetime. It's your karma. You're still doing it. It's karma. You're still doing it. And so you're still you're still worried about money. You're still worried about comfort and security, like where you live, like, for example, where you live or your clothing or the stuff that takes care of you. You were tormented and stressed out about it in your last lifetime, always worried. In your last life, you were probably always worried that you didn't have enough, and were always probably thought you had to work your ass off to make money in your last lifetime. And there's a possibility that your health suffered as a result of all of that. A strong possibility that your health suffered. But having said all of that, you're going to be able to work through it. No, the big deal in this lifetime, the very big deal in this, and you're obviously super psychic, right? You were psychic in your last lifetime. You're obviously psychic in this lifetime. But the important stuff for you now is indeed to focus on yourself, like your physical, like self. Also, to very much clean up and clear out your mental health, right? Take care of your mental health. Where is K1? Did I read this too late? Did I go blah blah for too long and K1 took off? All right, let's keep going. So that's the deal. So K1, you got to chill it, not chill it out. The deal is, in your last lifetime, all of your, not all, but your energy went into taking care of other people, focusing on their health, letting other people speak and have their words, and helping other people shine. Really, like a very administrative or nursing kind of capacity in your last lifetime. But you were a vessel. You did help people find themselves. You also had a lot of problems. You might have been tormented financially, put a lot of energy in your last lifetime, worried about your comforts and so your security and your safety, thinking at any time that someone might come along and take your stuff, or your stuff was going to be taken away from you in your last lifetime. And you're tormented. You're bringing that with you forward in this lifetime. Again, you have to focus on yourself, focus on your appearance and how you look. There's a little thing before we get to whether you were a man or a woman. You have conflict with if you have brothers and sisters, K1, I can't remember, but if you do, you have past life conflict with your brothers and sisters, or you have drama with your brothers and sisters, and you're going to have it for the next couple of lifetimes. You're going to put a lot of energy into communicating, like you have, and you will continue to put a lot of energy into communicating with them. And moving forward, you have to resolve that argumentative conflict between you and your brothers and sisters. On top of that, in your last lifetime and in this lifetime, in these mini astrology readings, I don't go into compound aspect. I don't usually go into the aspects, right? But she doesn't really have anything in her 9th house to stress, or her 12th to overly stress. So let's just say she has to watch out. K1 had to watch, but she had to watch out for a certain thing. There was a possibility that she doesn't always know what she wants. She feels she wants one in your last life. She's growing out of it. Okay, it's separating. It's actually not separating. It's moving together. This is moving together. It's moving faster, and so it's catching up. So there's a possibility that in her last lifetime she was not necessarily indecisive, but she didn't always know what she wanted. So whether she wanted to take care of other people, I know this sounds so fucked up. I'm going to say it again. How come all the past life readings are all about taking care of other people? Anyways, so this is either taking care of other people, conflicted with taking, because you see, she plays devil's advocate, right? And in her last lifetime, she was argumentative. She did fight with her brothers and sisters, and she did have to work with the group. And she had a problem of she couldn't, whether the things she had to say or her opinions, or she was in conflict between helping the groups, and the conflict between sort of individually and like brothers and sisters. And so that was a conflict, the more versus the individual. And she wasn't always sure who she should choose, right? The group or the individual. And that's going to cause a problem. And it sounds like I'm describing this, but I'm not. I'm describing something else. And so in this lifetime, she's going to have to sort it out, right? In this lifetime, she's going to have to sort whether she chooses the group or she decides to side with her brothers and sisters. But the truth is, she has to take care of herself. K1 has to take care of herself 100%. That's where all of the major focus of this energy is. She's going to want to help other people. Maybe she's going to get pets, but that's where it should be. All right, and finally, is K1 a boy or a girl in this lifetime? She was a, that is a female. Female, female. Male. I thought definitely male. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, once again, K1, just adding you up. Female. Female, female. Okay, male, male. K1, you were dun 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 dun. Let's see if it works. Let's see. Let's see. You were in your last life. You were a dun 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 dun. You were a. You were a girl. K1 in your last lifetime, you were a female. Oh, Annie's taking off. What? You lifted a burden from the shoulders of your father? Annie, what are you talking about? Are you okay? I'm just goofing around with you guys, playing with the... We're just having fun. These mini readings, I'm not... These are just for... These are fun. Oh, Suzuki has a good question. That's a good question. Oh, Annie. Oh, man, Annie. I hope you're okay. All right. Oh, you're welcome, K1. All right. Guys, one of these days we're going to sit here and we're going to look at death in charts. And I'll tell you what I see. But I don't know. I looked at SLC's mom. I looked at my sister. It's not that easy. It's pretty easy, actually. And I looked at Alexis's husband. It's pretty easy when you know that you're looking for a death. You will see it click on the date. Like, it's so scary. You just see it. But it's like when we do the basketball sports gambling. You just see it. I don't know who's going to win. Like, I have no idea who's going to win the basketball game. I know this seems pretty crazy, and you guys are like, Sonny, how's that possible? Oh, look at, I'm doing the horoscopes, right? This is the horoscopes for the weekend. And so, like, I look at the chart and I can see the game in the astrology chart. I can see it. That's why that Anthony Davis injury wasn't weird for me. I could see that. What I couldn't see was who's going to win the game. So, like, that was what I couldn't see. And so, the same thing when you're looking at death in a chart. When it happens, you look at the chart and you're like, but in advance, it's not that easy. And that's what the problem is. There are a couple of types of astrology that want you to, like, add up certain things and add up this and add up that. And it's not always the case. And right before we book off, around death in your chart, not tonight, not tonight, not tonight, not tonight. Yeah, we could probably have a look and see what's going on I'm gonna take off right now because it's 1 o'clock. But tomorrow's really big. Tomorrow I have to finish the horoscopes and I have readings. Today I had to do my driver's license. Tomorrow I gotta go back to work, right? I have private readings I gotta do tomorrow. And so so death is not that easy, but I'm working on it. And a lot of the time, you look at the chart and you're like, fuck, you can see it. But predicting it is not that easy. But hold on a sec. Before we go and talk to you guys again, I want to tell you guys something which is not that easy. Because a lot of the stuff that we're looking at uses, so we're looking at things, so a lot of the success of and accuracy of SunnySide astrology, it's because I've been able to sort of bypass a lot of the tropical versus sidereal argument. and that's how I've been able to do it. And although I don't bypass that argument very well when I do the horoscopes, I bypass the problem of tropical and sidereal when I do astrology, and I think I do it very well. However, we're now going to look at things where you very much need things like, like the date, or things like, and I know I'm being like, oh, the date sign, why are you being like that? Because we're now dealing with situations where we're now going to get into astrology that was created in time before the calendar. And that's not a big deal if that's not a big deal if you're keeping the date using astrology. Are you guys with me? The beginning of Scorpio, or the beginning of Aries, he was born on the first couple of days of Aries. He was born on the 1st of Aries, right? The first day of spring. Like, he was born on that day. That's hard to fuck up. But saying that you're born on Aries 1st is not that hard to fuck up. But saying you were born on April 1st and then trying to figure out where that fits in astrologically, where April 1st fits in astrologically for real, because April 1st astrologically in the 1500s, it's very different than, say, the 1900s. So, or like 10,000, so it's not that easy. And then when you get to it, you have to figure out, are you going to use the tropical system, or are you going to use the sidereal system, the sidereal system? And it's not that easy. I'll tell you this, because I was doing a thing last night. So I'm trying to figure something. So my dad is sick. And according to this type of astrology, he can beat this. He can. He has to hold out long. His body has to hold out long enough to get out of this thing. But this thing lasts years. Some of these arcs that I'm talking about astrologically, these seasons that you guys go through, can last years. And my dad is going through one that's taking a really long time. I'm talking like 20 fucking years you guys can go through some of these things. And so, but at the end of it, he's going to be okay. So, but I don't know. But I'm just saying he could be going through one of these. I haven't, I'm working on it first. And I've been looking a lot at SLC's chart, because she just lost her mom, and that should very much show up in her chart. And if you analyze the chart of the family, her brothers and sisters, it shows it. But you'd have to find it, and it shows up as a whole in the collective family charts. So you don't usually go looking for a hole in a chart. So this is where things get tricky. Anyways, that's where the problem is with this kind of stuff that's going on right now. So I'm trying to figure it out. And in one type of astrology, and we're looking at SLC star sign, so to speak. We're actually looking at her moon star sign kind of thing. And in one way of looking at it, it's one thing. And then if you look at it in a Vedic, in the sidereal, it's a different thing. And Sunny has his own curiosities on top of all of it. I sincerely wonder why they measure it from 1 degree Aries or 0 degrees Aries instead of measuring all this shit from your ascendant. I think that's a good question, but that's not how it's done. So I don't know. So a lot of this stuff is not that. So I'm just telling you guys, it's going to get a little tricky as we move forward, and that's okay. But I'm just going to tell you guys, this is where my class, when I was teaching astrology, started to fall through. When we took this one step that we're doing right now. But if you guys want to know things about death in your chart, if you want to know things about if you really want to know, you're gonna have to move past. You know, what does it mean when my finger is in Uranus? Like, you're gonna have to get past that. It's, and you're gonna have to get on to. You're gonna have to really get on to, like, and not things, and you're gonna have to get past hardcore stereotypes and, like, get into, like, well, that's just the way it is. And so, 902. Hey, Lexus, what's up? What are you talking about? New arrival of a baby coming soon. What? Oh my God, Wing One. I thought, yes, it showed your dad in your. It's all of your ninth house. Your ninth house was stacked. Your ninth house, you went. Yes, yes. It talks a lot about your ninth house had a lot. From what I remember, your moon is conjunct yours, is pretty close. It's a little behind your sun in the ninth house. Yeah, unfinished business. You have unfinished business in your past life. Hey, Lexus, it's okay. Okay, hold on. What are you guys talking about? I didn't really look at those charts. Hey, Lex, I didn't really look at those charts. I have trouble. I can't motivate myself to do celebrity astrology. I just can't do it. It's like the one thing I'm supposed to do. I can't do it. There are a couple of things in my life I'm supposed to do for the last 6-7 years, and I haven't done it. Right? Hypnosis meditations. I cannot bring myself to do that. It's really painful. It causes me physical pain to write a hypnosis meditation. So I have a lot of difficulty creating art and putting it out in the world right now. And I haven't been able to do it for years. It's a very big deal. I don't have writer's block. I'm extremely creative right now. I have a lot of pain in me trying to heal the world right now. So I don't really feel like that. And I haven't felt like doing it for a while. But I still have magic, and I know I do. The other stuff, though, whatever. So let's get on. Besides that, I'm all cool. Whatever. And for those who haven't noticed, my brain is completely checked out. So I have trouble writing the astrology, the hypnosis meditations. I just don't. I need to release some hatred in me. And then I'm just joking. And the celebrity astrology, those are the two things I'm supposed to do that I'm not doing. All right, what else? Angelica's got a baby. Someone's gonna catch venom. Woo. Lexus was under their account. I wanted to see. A new arrival in SLC's family. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. There's not, she's really young, but everyone in her family is like around my age or above. So, just saying, but that would be neat if that would be neat if there was a baby. You know what, Angelica, you have a really good point there. I'm going to keep my eyes open for babies. All right, I like your witchy way of thinking. It works. All right, next. With your pimples and bear's head bonking. Oh my God. All right, next. Let's get out of here. I'm going to book out. I hope everything is cool. Everything is cool with everybody. Everything is pretty cool. I'm just taking it easy one step at a time. Hey, Lexus, I got my driver's license today. I know. I have air brakes in Canada. In Canada, I have a driver's license. My driver's license has air brakes to drive a type of truck. And I have like I could drive a, whatever, motorhome or whatever. And then I have my motorcycle license. All I want is ID, American ID. And so I finally got my driver's license today. So next time we go to the casino, I'll drive. Until kids are like, oh man. All right, sweet dreams, K1. All right, let's get out of here. Okay, let's get out of here. I'm going to book out, guys. I hope everyone has a wonderful night. I'm going to finish the horoscopes up and get them out to you tomorrow. And that's it. I wish everyone the best. And with that, from TheSunnySide.net, I'm Sunny, wishing everyone the best of a super beautiful night. And I'll see you guys soon. Have a wonderful night, guys.